this is going to give you a goosebump. Honestly, for you who are in America, I feel bad for you. But you know, I'm not here to make you feel bad or make you feel like you made the mistake of being born in America. I'm just joking. I'm just being foolish right now. But here's the thing, I want to get to your point. The US dollar bill, people kill themselves over this. People kill themselves over this banknote. This dollar bill, I received a phone call from a viewer who was able to point out to me something very interesting. I'll give his first name just to give him credits for pointing this out to me. His name is Harold. I will just thanks Harold for showing me what you showed me, and I was able to find a lot more than what I was shown, because it is a lot of cryptic things in the US dollar bill. Now, I know many of you know the basics, that this is an occult thing. Forget all that. What I'm going to share with you is this. If you go here, I'm going to just show you how to fold this dollar bill properly. You're going to fold this to cover George Washington's goofy face. You're going to cover. He's a Freemason, so I don't really care. You fold it like this. You do the first turn like this, and then you're going to fold the bottom coming down, or from down going up, like so. Okay, like this. Now this is just a rough. I have the right one. You're going to fold the dollar bill like this, and then what you're going to do is make sure you're upside down. George Washington's goofy face is down, and what you're going to do is you're going to fold, make an aeroplane, like I'll fold it, make a paper plane, kind of like this and like this. You understand? So here's the one that I folded nicely right here. Wow, look here. This is going to give you chills. Now if you look at this dollar bill, hope you can see it nicely. Here you see on one side, or this is up, right side up. This is what you get with the US dollar bill. If you, maybe the light's too bright. Let me kill this light a bit. There, you can see much better. So if you look at this here, here's what you get. Okay? But this, what I'm going to share with you, is going to give you goosebumps, and you're going to be creeped out by it. On one side here, it says, "In God we trust." This is the side that we folded nicely. So remember, if you follow the instructions how I folded it, you will get this exact same result. Now you see something that looks like a flower here. Something that looks like a flower. There's a seed in here, and there's a flower that is sprouting, or it's basically blooming, should I say. You can see it here. Now I'm going to go and show you what I was able to find, because there are 7 different heads of the beast which are found on this US dollar bill. Now, so far so good, I hope. Now I'm going to show you something that's very cryptic, that's going to blow your mind away, and this may give you goosebumps. If you look at the US dollar bill, I'm going to tell you right now, there are 7 entities, 7 faces of demon beings that we'll find on the US dollar bill. Now, what I did was I was able to go to Photoshop, and that's the only way you're going to be able to see everything clear, and you're not going to have any second guesses, or you're going to say, I think I kind of see what he's pointing to. So with the aid of Photoshop, I was able to crop these images out so you can see them out for yourself. What we have are 7 faces. 7 different faces of 7 demonic entities hidden in the US dollar bill. This will explain why people kill themselves over this money which belongs to the demons. Now follow the instructions. If you have a US dollar bill with you, I want you to fold it the exact same way as I showed you. And what we are going to do now is follow my instructions. The way you fold it into that paper airplane, turn it upside down exactly as how you're seeing it in this picture. And now I want you to look for what I'm about to show you right now. The first thing I'm going to point out to you is that which is hidden in plain sight. In plain sight, right in front of your eyes, what you should be able to see is there is a face of the devil. There's a face which represents a goat with horns. The demonic looking face of the devil right there. What you are seeing in this picture that I just cropped out for you, that is a picture that can be seen in the US dollar bill when you fold it the exact same way. Now look at it again. And now, I want you to look at this. Hidden right in front of you is the face of the devil. Baphomet, hidden right in front of you. The next thing that I'm going to show you also is this. If you look closely, you will see that there is the face of a dragon. Here's the image of the dragon which I cropped out. And now if we put it back, if we look at the US dollar bill, it fits there perfectly. What do you see? You see the face of a dragon. Now there's something very interesting about this dragon. This dragon, its mouth is fully open, and what we see is that the dragon has what appears to be 6 horns. There are 3 horns on each side of its head. Look closely. There are 6 horns. And all of this, remember, all of this blends in with the face of the devil, which I showed you the first image. It all blends in. There are 6 horns and all of a sudden that we're seeing with this dragon. This dragon appears to look or to resemble or to have the resemblance of Chinese dragons. Now here's something else that I'm going to show you as well. When we look at this again carefully, what we will also see, and I'm cropping the images out so you can see it for yourself, we see that this dragon-like beast all of a sudden is one that has legs. And you can see that it is a beast that is on its legs, and it is opening its mouth and it's breathing fire. And that fire is pointing downwards, and when you flip the other way around, what you see is that fire is being breathed on the same direction that points to the words, "In God we trust." Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip this the other way around, turn the airplane so it's facing right side up. And now that it's facing right side up, I'm going to point out something that's going to give you goosebumps, more goosebumps. Now check this out. There's a beast which has the face and resemblance of a man, and it has the resemblance of a creature. Almost the best way to describe it is the wolfman. If any of you have seen the wolfman, you will understand that that is a creature which is half human, half wolf. The wolfman has an eerie vibe, very demonic and very graphical type of a vibe to it. There's bloodsheds and all those things. Those are all things which are associated with werewolves. Now here's where your mind is going to be blown away. You see the image of the wolfman? Now look at this image. I cropped this exactly out from the US dollar bill. This is the face of a beast, half human, half animal. Put that back in the dollar bill, this is exactly how it looks. What is that doing on the US dollar? But that's not all. There's a skull, a skeleton, a demonic skeleton also that can be found in this US dollar bill. Now, many of you should know who Brock Lesnar is. Brock Lesnar, he is the beast in WWE professional wrestling. Now, don't get it twisted. Just because I said that Brock Lesnar is the beast in WWE, I'm not referring to him as being the beast in the dollar bill. No. No. That's just who he is referred to in WWE. He is the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Or as how Paul Heyman says it, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has a tattoo on his back which gives a very eerie vibe to it. It's the tattoo of a skull. But not just any skull, it's a demonic type of a skull. Now, observe Brock Lesnar's tattoo and observe this image right next to it, which I have cropped out from the US dollar bill. You can see that there's a slight resemblance. There is almost a chain connection there. Now, if you doubt that I took that from the US dollar bill, well, here it is back on the US dollar bill, and this is exactly what we get. What is that doing in the US dollar? Now, if you thought that that was something, we are not yet done, because there's another one that I'm going to show you also that is very eerie. This one, I bet this one you would probably have not seen it coming. If you do an observation, a careful observation, what you will find is that there appears what looks like an unclean spirit with the resemblance of a mixture of a sea creature and a frog combined together. Here is what I cropped out, and I made it green, And I added that eyes just so you can be able to visualize it and see it for yourself. And now we put it back exactly how it is from the US dollar bill. And what you get is an unclean spirit, like a frog-like unclean spirit. Remember, the Bible promised that in the last days, there are 3 unclean spirits like frogs coming out of the mouth of the beast, out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles which go out to deceive the whole world. That's for another video by itself, but that's just to make you think. But do not mistake what I just quoted for you by saying, oh, the controversy 7 is implying that the unclean spirits which the Bible is referring to is in fact money. No, I'm not saying that. So don't even have that idea. What I'm saying is this. These are things that are letting you know who is running the show. Now, there's a secret order known as the Bohemian Grove. This secret society, the world leaders gather together annually, and they have secret ceremonies that they perform. They do sacrifices, and what they do in that secret society, they worship owls. They bow down before a big statue of an owl. Now, in the US dollar bill, there are many of other owls actually that you can be able to find on the US dollar bill. There are many owls there, but now the one that I'm going to show you is, if you look at this dollar bill as you fold it, if you look at it from a distance, what you will see is in fact the most obvious, what appears to be the seed inside this flower which is blooming. That seed, if you look at it from the entire image, what you see is in fact the resemblance of a creature that looks like an owl. And of course, to help you better see it, here is the eyes, and the rest is right in front of you, it's straightforward. 7 different creatures that we have just seen. All of this is contained within that which appears to be the seed inside this flower which is blooming. The seed of who? This is simply pointing to the seeds of evil. This is what the American dollar bill holds. This is what the American dollar bill stands on. This is what you are killing other people for. Anyone who develops love for this dollar bill has a relationship with Lucifer. Anyone who loves this money more than life, they have a strong bond with that money. They're connected to it. They are connected to the curse that came with the money. This is the reason why people kill each other for money. Are you understanding what I'm telling you? This is the reason why people kill themselves over this money. The Bible gave us this clear instruction, ladies and gentlemen. The Bible says in 1 Timothy 6 verses 10, it states, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which, while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." See, what people fail to realize is that when you develop love for money, you also develop love for its maker. You develop money for the one who is behind that money. And the one who gave you this money for this world is Lucifer himself, Satan. So what's the moral of this? Am I saying don't buy anything with money? Don't spend money? Don't even touch that money? No. What I'm saying is this: do not develop greed over money. Sure, we do need to spend money. We do need to use that money to be able to buy food, to be able to do anything. That is what is accepted in the nations. Be cautious and don't allow that money to consume you, because the temptation comes when you get more and more of this money, more and more riches, and the more you get, the more you feel like you don't have enough and you need more. And for those of you who think that the American dream is real, you better think again, because the American dream is not real. The only way that you will believe the American dream is real is if you are asleep. You have to be asleep to believe in the American dream. The question is, are you sleeping or are you awake? Are you seeing the reality for what it is, or are you hiding behind the TV screens and you're saying, no, I'm not looking through my window. The reality is what the news media is telling me. Are you asleep or are you awake? That's up to you. Thanks for tuning in and for joining the Controversy 7. Please share this video with people. Don't keep it to yourself, because you never know who you're going to reach. And if this is your first time tuning in to the Controversy 7, be sure to subscribe, because there's a lot of interesting information that's coming across your way. Other than that, I'm not going to waste your time. You take care of yourselves and be safe.